Please type in. You can see. You can view the camera. Please type in yes if you can view it. Just go to your chat box. Okay. So my name is Mohindroo, and I'm the founder of Cuber Success Academy, and Kavya being the co-founder of it. Let me have a. Can I have some minute of introducing Cuber Success Academy to you all in as less time as possible, so that we can start off with the session proceedings. Okay. So I'm sharing my screen. So CS Academy is basically created out of a problem, attention deficit, learning disorders, lack of focus and concentration, underdeveloped motor skills, lack of soft skills and cognitive growth, which are the most important psychiatric disorders with a prevalence of 8.1% to 34.7% in children and adolescents, based on the WHO reports. Now, kids above 7 are suffering or may suffer hugely from focus related issues, loss of learning interest, addicted to flashy screens and bleeping devices. And we feel that the current Indian schooling and education system is not sufficient for preteen kids to aim, build, and lead a life of freedom and success, right? So, how many of you feel that this is a serious problem? Can you type in your messages and turn on your cameras? I highly request you to turn on your camera so that the session is highly interactive. Can you turn on your cameras, please? I would i would request uh, i would also like to tell that we are on a mission to build the world's largest community of pre-teen young achievers and aspiring leaders from India to global. And to fulfill this mission, we believe and have discovered that learning a Rubik's Cube is the easiest and fastest way to create the learning interest, habit, and curiosity in a preteen kid of 7+ year old. That also helps building their brain and memory power, self-confidence, focus, and willingness to do and aspire more. To move further, I would like to invite Ritu Jain ma'am, okay, to start her session. Okay. So, Ritu, are you there? I think you're already there.
Yes, I'm here only.
So, I hope everyone is able to see and listen, Ritu
Yeah,
Jain.
yeah. I hope we are very much audible to everyone. So if anybody is not able to hear us, they can ping in the message. Let's see what is the problem. And without wasting any time, I must say, Nimit ji, you're doing an amazing thing for new generation, because nowadays kids are really having issues with their attention, with their self regulation basically. So they are not able to
Correct.
regulate because of the high screen time, because of the motion they are watching throughout the day. So you're doing a commendable work. So
Thank you.
let's
Thank
not
you.
wait further. I'm Mrs. Ritu Jain. I'm a parenting advisor for autism, ADHD, learning disability, and developmental delays. And I am only coaching parents worldwide. So today, every parent are having lots of issues in their parenting journey, and majorly they are having power struggles with their kids. So let's focus what exactly we need to do, what we need to change, which will reflect in our child's life. So it will be really really great if you will open your camera so that I can see the parents, or you can we can interact. Otherwise what I am feeling, that I am only interacting with the machines. So it will be great if you open, switch on your cameras. We are not here to judge any parent. Uh, you can on your cameras. So let's not wait further. If you are having any issues related to your child's development or their focus and concentration or their behavior, which is the major concern in every parent's life nowadays, they can write in the chat and we can take the questions from there. Or if any parent wants to share the screen with us and share the live question with us, it will be great pleasure having you here as well as answering your queries. So, when we are talking about focus and concentration, it is really a important topic to unlock the child's potential and enhance their understanding, their learning capabilities, the combination of for what we say effective strategies which is required both by the parent and the children. So today's session is for only for parents, so we here will I'll give you little trigger, maybe few will get offended but few will definitely resonate with my terms, because whatever the issues our new generation is having, focus and concentration, whatever the tantrums, meltdowns, bad behaviors and all, these are the ways of child or a children to express themselves. But somewhere we only introduce these things in their life at very young age when the child is not able to eat or when they don't want to eat. We only gave them mobile phone in their hands so that they will get hypnotized with the screen and we feed them fast. So somewhere the lack of focus and concentration we inculcating in our children's life at very young age, because nowadays both parents are working, both are like we are living in a different cities in a nuclear setups without any elderly support at the home. So if you are having any issues like this, please comment in the box so that we can understand your problem and accordingly we will able to answer you. So as we only introduce screen time, we only introduce chips, chocolates, junk food to them. And now, after few years, 5 to 7 years, maybe 10 years down the line, we are feeling that, oh, my child needs some corrections. So, somewhere we lost that connection between the child and parent. And that's why kids are having major issues with focus and concentration, high screen time, bad behaviors. So, when we are talking about focus and concentration, we should work first on the self regulations of the child. So, we are not able to regulate, or we are not able to regulate ourselves in front of our kids, right? From the very young age. So, let's say my child is 2.5 year old, and I have given them, okay, watch one rhyme and let me finish my work. Maybe it could be a meeting, office meeting, or it could be a household chores. So what we are seeing that child is settled in front of mobile or in front of TV, and as soon as we got to know that yes, my child is settled, let me finish this, let me finish that, and unfortunately it will become a pattern in day to day life of a child. So that's why children are having screen addiction, because we only introduced screen to them. And sometimes parents used to offer them snacks in between breakfast or lunch in between of their screen time. What child is doing? Child is only eating in front of screen nowadays. So being a parenting advisor for ADHD, on the daily basis I am getting these type of complaints only. My child is not able to eat his or her food without the screen. In fact, my child is not able to poop without the mobile holding in the bathroom. So we only somewhere introduce. So first of all, we need to manage ourselves as a parent. I know it's really difficult in today's world after COVID, especially because both parents are working. We are hardly having any house help at home. And because of that, we are always in the rush. We are not having breathing time to sit at one place and in fact eat properly, right? So children, what our little ones are seeing, that mama papa is always on rush. So same as we need to do, but as we need to work on their structured routine, so that we can give them a better focus, concentration, better life skills rather, and self regulation. They can have a better executive functioning if we will become their role models. बच्चे बहुत जल्दी मम्मी पापा से सीखते हैं. I hope everybody can resonate with me on these words. So please admit that we are the reflection of our child's behavior. So first we need to correct ourselves. We need to regulate our emotions. We need to have very calm mind and very settled life when we are interacting with our 7+ year old kids, because today's session is about 7+ kids, right? So somewhere if you will start changing, let's say what parents are doing, bring me 1 glass of water, okay, keep this stuff in the kitchen or in the washroom, somewhere, whatever work, kids are simply denying it. I don't want to do, I will not do, you do it yourself. They are answering the parents back. But somewhere we have not introduced them from the very young age that you need to do your work by yourself, you need to assist your family, as we are living in a family, right? So somewhere you need to change your life as a parent. Start when we are telling them, why, especially when we talk about focus and concentration, kids are not ready to finish their homework, they are not ready to sit and finish their homework, because what we are saying, we are telling to them, do it, finish your homework and get back to me. So until and unless we will not start involving ourselves with them, so you can easily say, let's sit together and let's finish, you finish your homework, I'll finish my work, right? So until and unless that do it converted into let's do it together will not going to increase their focus and attention. And as far as today's generation, they are very very smart generation. चाणक्य नीति सुनी होगी आप लोगों ने, साम दाम दंड भेद, हमको सब चीजें एक साथ लेके पेरेंटिंग में चलना पड़ता है. तो sometimes what parents are doing, they are trying to sit with their child, they are finishing their work, and sometimes they are scolding them that finish your work, otherwise you will not able to get that or your favorite thing. Sometimes we are giving them reasoning why you need to finish your work on time, why you need to finish your homework at least, why you need to learn, why you need to study. And sometimes when they did the extreme mischief, when they hit their peer, their classmate, or any co-resident in the apartment, then we raised our hand on the child, because again raising child is nowadays is a rocket science, it's equivalent to a rocket science. But you can ease your journey as soon as you will start connecting with your child. Instead of correcting your child will start showing their proper behavior in front of you. Nowadays kids are having extreme lack of focus and concentration, and due to that they doesn't want to sit. Kids are having major issues with anxiety nowadays. They are not able to sleep on time, they are not able to finish their meals on time. In fact, they are not able to fresh their intestine in morning, and any time in the day they are using the washrooms. So somewhere they need to restructure their life. Excuse me. Sorry. So we need to connect with them. Why kids are having lack of focus and concentration? Because somewhere we, being a parent, we are not giving them proper time. We are not filling their emotional cups. Why kids are having very less eye contact? They doesn't want to give a eye contact, and they are answering. And maximum time they are answering us back, because we are also not giving them a proper focus. We are not giving them eye contact. When the child is coming to you, coming to us as a parent, that mama this has happened, papa this has happened, we hardly give them eye contact. We are always busy in our laptops or either in the mobile. So they are learning from us because their brain is developing. They are learning, they are imitating us from the very young age. So we need to become their role model. If you want that your child give proper focus and concentration, you need to give proper focus and concentration to your child. I'm not saying being a professional, how definitely you will not able to do throughout the day. But initially, early morning, late night, in between of the day, if you are working from home, you can give 5 minutes at least to your child so that your child can connect. Your child will start learning sympathy and empathy towards you, towards your relationship, towards everything around us. Nowadays, kids are really, really, if we'll take them to the mall, especially in the toy store, I'm not talking about the younger ones, I'm talking about 10 plus years of age kids. They are also having meltdowns in the toy shop. Mama, I want this toy. Papa, I want this toy because my friend is having this toy. And they are really not willing to see the price tags, whether it is a 10,000, 20,000, 30,000 rupees toy. They are like least bothered. They want because their friend is having the same thing at their home. So their parents felt lost. They feel that, oh, what is wrong, what we did wrong in our parenting, why my child is not understanding me, that our financial condition is not like that, this is not affordable to me right now, and we cannot afford it. Every time going mall, we cannot afford expensive lunches, expensive dinners. So there you need to connect with your child, try to discuss. By the age of 5, it is highly, highly recommended, start teaching them the value for money. But we hardly teach. Wherever I am getting the parents' cases of 13, 14 years of children, whenever I ask them, what is the value of money in your child's eyes? Oh, madam, we don't ever taught them because whatever they are asking, we are providing. They don't know the value of money. So, of course, if the child is not having the value for money, sympathy, empathy, we cannot expect anything from our child. So first of all, stop thinking that your child need focus and concentration. Their child is having issues. I think you need to reparent yourself. And being a parenting advisor, I can proudly say that even my parenting need a reparenting room because we are also growing as a parent. If my child is 7 year old, I am also a 7 year old parent. I am not a 70-year-old parent. So stop, like you need to push your mindset. Acceptance is required. Whenever we want to work on our child's behavior, focus, concentration, we need to work on ourselves first. Automatically it will start reflecting. And as far as Ruby Cube, I am regularly giving workshops in startups, in small companies, where there are a young people around 25 years old, workforce is there. And I have seen those kids, those new generation are using Ruby Cube in their meetings, in their office, because they feel anxious. Of course, anxiety, having panic attacks are absolutely normal. Right. But smoking is not required. So Ruby Cube is one thing which is emerging nowadays as a really a life savior for new generation, because we are not only talking about 7 year to 13 years or teenagers. We are talking about implementing a good habits in their life. Right. If your child is able to sit for 10 minutes and they are able to do the Ruby Cube properly, focusing, what is happening, their breathing is getting normal, they are distracted from their stress to the Rubik cube, to the solving the problem. So if we start giving them training from the very, very young age, below 7 years of age can also do this, because my twins, I'm a mother of twins, they are start using playing Rubik cube by the age of 3. I know they were not able to fix anything, but yes, they tried, and now they are 8. So there is no rush in my house. If they are feeling overwhelmed, if they want to say something, if I am not available, if their papa is not available, They used to sit calmly, they finish their work, and whenever they get the time, they start solving the Rubik Cube. And if we are talking about, as this is the latest example, I am living in Bangalore and I have seen three boys who are using Rubik Cube instead of smoking in their offices. I felt so happy because this is the new generation. स्मोक करा के तो हमें बच्चों को कुछ भी नहीं मिलेगा. Nowadays anxiety में, very young age, like under teenage also, kids are smoking. So something very productive we can introduce in their life, we can make a habit, we can like teach them these mindfulness practices and relaxing technique with the help of Rubik Cube, so that they can lead their happy and healthy life and there will be no anxiety and depression in their near future. So I think I'm done with my presentation, and I really appreciate if parents will start asking their question, and I would really love to share a few more tips on this. And if you'll ask me few questions, I will share few those tips which we parents are not aware of. If they will change in their life, they will help their children for their better life. So I really appreciate few questions from your side. Nimit sir, you have any questions? Nimit ji, you are having any questions? Feel free to ask whatever questions you have received.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I was not able to unmute myself. Somehow, my mic was muted.
Oh,
So
no
I think
issues.
that was a great learning from your side, Ritu ma'am. And it's great actually you have shared a lot of things. But I believe that, a session has to be, really interactive, and interactive learning is really great to address certain issue. And I highly request people, come on people, I think you all have submitted your challenges and expectations from the webinar. It is time now, you should come up and ask your queries, whatever you are having. So um, so let's I think is everyone able to unmute themselves? You can also raise your hand, just click on the reactions and raise your hand, and we will unmute you if you want to come online and you want to talk to Ritu ma'am. Is anyone there who want to ask any question? Just
Or
raise
they
your
can
hand.
write that as well.
I have allowed people to unmute themselves if they want to unmute and they want to speak. I think, Ritu ma'am, you have already resolved a lot of issues for parents. So they don't have any issues now. So their issues were gone.
And it is really good if they don't have any issues after this
This
session,
is,
because
this
parenting
is,
is one thing which we really felt very sad after 5 year, 10 year down the line, because at the when we recall our child's very early childhood age, we feel sorry. Oh, I missed because of my challenges. So if you
so
have
guys,
any questions, you can ask.
yeah, before moving to the next speaker, who is Kavya Mohindroo, I would again, it's a call out. If anybody has questions, they can come up and ask it, so that the session becomes more interactive. And Ritu Jan also feels good about, about the session, that there has been certain people, some people who is engaging, interactive, and not like they are talking to the walls and everything. In this session, we have made it interactive only because, we wanted, Ritu ma'am has requested that, she likes to talk to people, and she has a great experience working in 20 countries, and she has already helped more than thousands of parents in their problems, different problems. So that is why we have kept it interactive. But we see that, none of you has turned on your cameras and everything, and none of you has any issues which you have come up with. So if there is nothing else, then we can move on with our next speaker presentation. Ritu ma'am, do
Hello.
you have anything else? I
Yeah.
think there is
Hello,
one
ma'am.
speaker.
Yeah. Hello,
Okay.
ma'am. Hello,
Yeah,
sir.
we
Yeah.
please
Actually,
introduce, ma'am, yourself.
I am a mother of 7-year-old son. And,
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
the problem which arises with me is like, the main important thing what I feel is the time crunch. Because I want to indulge, engage my child in a lot of activities to, channelize his hyperactive behavior and things like that. But I am sorry to say that there's no time left for them, because by the time they get back home, it's around 3:30. By the time they have their, they finish their lunches, it's around 4:30. So how do manage, how my difficulty is coming in managing the time with him. So
Okay.
can you please
So,
help me in that?
yeah, sure. So managing the time as in, are you a working professional?
No, not really. I've just left everything for him because, parenting these times, as you stated, it's really difficult and really tough. Raising a child is equal to, I think, five or a dozen childs जो पहले के ages के थे. It's almost equivalent. तो क्योंकि these days, children are so demanding. They are so, open to everything. A lot of information, I think is there for them. हमारे लिए भी as parents a lot of things is coming to us जो हमें शायद पता भी नहीं थी हमारे टाइम पर, या हमारे पेरेंट्स को नहीं पता थी, तो a lot of things have been becoming, open to them, to us as well. So I don't think it's easy to cope in this kind of pressure.
Okay. So first of all, हमारा बचपन बहुत अच्छा था because our parents
Right.
were not having any access of social media, right?
Exactly.
And today we are having the access of ample of social media platform where people are sharing their child's journey. And after seeing those things, we get panic attacks. Oh, that child is able to do. My child is not able to do. As you just said that your child is into several activities to control the hyperactiveness. Right. But what you are giving him, you are again giving him run, run, run throughout the day, and at the end of day you will feel lethargic and you will sleep, eat and sleep. Where is the mindfulness you are providing to your child? Where is the connection between you, as you are not working with the like you are not earning in form of money? So though you are continuously you are providing throughout the day in your child's life, and believe me, after few months you will start feeling frustrated that because of my child I am not able to fulfill my dreams. I have studied a lot, even then I am sitting at home wasting my time and energy. So here
Hmm.
you need to start working on his executive functioning, on his self regulations, because as and when we are dealing with the hyperactive kids, we need to practice mindfulness and relaxing techniques with them, because the hyperactive child is already having multi-sensory issues, right? That's why they are fidgeting a lot. They are not able to sit at one place. You need to work on his healthy lifestyle. No need to send him in 5 or 7 classes, different classes after the school. Why don't you involve him in his day to day life? Because after few years down the line, he will going to be in a hostel for his higher education, right? So when your child is not able to arrange his bed, when your child is not able to arrange his study table or his cupboard, or he's not able to take his plate and put it in the kitchen, then how you will think that your child will be a perfect human being?
Ma'am,
Am I
in this
right?
case, I would like to add on that now the things you stated, now I'm in a dilemma that whether my child is hyperactive or not, because he helps me in a lot of things which you stated. But the point
Oh,
is, my issue is he has a shorter, concentration span. He has no learning difficulties at all in school. He's a
oh,
brilliant child. He's a very, sharp child. He has sharp mind. But the point is, he doesn't want to sit at one place. But that's the main thing. That's why I'm saying he's hyperactive.
Okay. So for that, involve him in some relaxing techniques. Rubik Cube is an amazing way to start
Hmm.
with. He can start doing meditation. He can start doing chanting, deep breathing. Any child can do. You can
Hmm.
sit, you can start discussing. And as you were asking about how to teach the value for money, simply
Hmm.
start asking them what you can buy from the money and what you can buy out of love, what is
Hmm.
free available in our nature. So these things, when you start giving them a very specific question, he will start able to understand those questions, and of course give pressure to his mind to get the answers. And as he's a brilliant child, he will definitely start giving you answers that nature is free, air is free, oxygen is free, greenery, tree, bird,
Hmm.
water, everything is free. What we need to
Hmm.
buy from the money is food,
Hmm.
clothes, shelters.
Hmm.
So that
Hmm.
also you need to teach him how many things you required in a month or in a year. Right?
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
simple steps, start taking simple step. And as soon as children's awareness increases, their hyperactiveness start automatically decreasing.
Okay. Okay. And ma'am, one last thing, that he is not very, he's not a keen reader, but I want him to be a keen reader. So when I read for him, he loves it. But when
That's really nice.
yeah, when his chance comes, so he is not really willing to study one page se upar nahi, main bas it's enough, itna ho gaya.
Absolutely fine, no problem in that. यही एज में आपने बच्चे को पीएचडी नहीं करानी है. What you
Okay.
can do if he's not able to read, try to introduce pretend games in his life so that he will start narrating the whole scenario. Let's say a mall's car parking. Tell him, make a car parking at home. Try to use those prompts which are available in the mall car parking area. Try to introduce more and more pretend games in with him so that he will start putting pressure on his mind. He will start working on his executive functioning, where he need to work on his visual memory. Whatever he has saw in the mall's parking, he need to pretend that. So
Okay.
automatically he will put pressure on it. He will use his brain. Automatically he will start reading us.
Yeah, yeah. No, no, thank you so much. Thank you so much for solving my query, ma'am. It was really nice. Thank you.
Most welcome.
Wonderful. Thank you for coming up actually out of the whole people. It is good
No,
that
no,
you have
my
come up
pleasure,
and
my pleasure.
asked.
There were a lot of questions bubbling in my mind, so I just, went it out. And
Yeah, it
I'm
is.
so glad that
Yes.
I have really, nice experts in front of me who can really help me in, by using their experiences. So I'm really glad. Thank you.
Yeah, I think sometime people have common questions, but if one person asks it, it answers to all of them actually. So you have
Yeah,
represented others as well. So thank you very much
yeah.
for that.
Thank you. Thank you.
I think there is one question in a chat as well.
Okay. Can you read it out, ma'am?
Okay. So there is a parent N. I am experiencing change in behavior of my 10-year-old boy. He stopped listening to us anymore, disrespecting us like everyday challenges under stress. It will be great if you will come online and share your exact pain, because as soon as children's entered into two-digit birthdays, they are having their own opinions because their brain is developed completely, right? And when we are suppressing their answers, as soon as they start asking us few questions, we immediately say, no, this is not age appropriate, no, this is not right time. So stop suppressing, start accepting your child whatever he is saying to you. Discuss it, have a debate at home, right? And then see, is your child is really disrespecting you, or your child is start understanding. And if your child is giving you trouble, like he want this or that because his friend is having, I want this, unnecessarily things which you are not able to afford. And of course everything can't be afford, we cannot keep everything at home. So at that time start giving him no fight, no power struggle in parenting. Simply tell your child that give me the 5 reasons in a written format why you want this, or why you need this, why you want to go out in a late night party or something like that, because I don't know your exact query. If you'll come online, I am able to help you in a proper manner. But yes, in this age, no need to hit your child, no need to use bad words towards your child, and try to give them reasoning in form of writing. As soon as they'll start writing, your half issues will resolve there itself.
Excellent, excellent. Are there any other more questions, ma'am? Have you received to your
Not yet.
message inbox?
No.
Or shall we move on with the next speaker, who is Kavya?
Yes.
So thank you very much, Ritujan ma'am. It's really a delightful, pleasure to have you. I hope you're gonna stay here and
Yeah, yeah,
listen to the other speaker. Yeah. Okay.
yes.
So let's welcome the other speaker we have, Kavya Mohindroo. Kavya, are you there?
Yeah,
Can
I'm
you
there.
turn on your mic? Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so
So,
we are now going to cover some more important issues, some more important information, knowledge, which are really, really going to be very, very helpful to you. And that becomes very important when it is coming from a 13-year-old kid herself, who has gone through the journey which a lot of you may have been experiencing right now. So it might be possible that you may be able to relate a lot of your challenges and, which you're going through right now and how you can resolve it. So Kavya has got a lot of information which she want to share. Yeah, Kavya, carry on, please.
hello everyone, and thank you so much for joining, and thank you so much, Ritu ma'am, for sharing all that you shared. It was really valuable and knowledgeable for me as well, and I hope everyone else also found it valuable and liked it. So, right now, what we are going to be covering, as my dad also said, that we are going to be covering about more important um, problems and issues and other issues and problems as well related to 7 plus kids that I have also faced and a lot of kids these days face. And what else we are going to be covering are the top 9 ways to increase your child's focus and concentration. We are also going to be discussing about the top 3 key secrets to build your child's self confidence, to build your child's focus, and to boost their brain memory power, and a lot more. Then we will also discuss about how you can reduce your child's screen time and make it more productive, as screen time these days, even as Ritu ma'am said, is becoming a really huge problem. Then we will also learn that how you can be a hero parent for your child. We will discuss about a lot and a lot of more things, and you are going to be getting all the full value if you stay till the very end of the webinar. So all the people who have stayed till now, great job, and thank you so much for staying with us right till now. And we want you to stay up with us right up till the end as well if you want to get to know about all of these things mentioned on the screen and a lot of other things as well. So, well, let us begin first with the and yeah, if you stay till the end as well, you're also going to be getting a little surprise, which is a great surprise. It is a free giveaway as well. So you need to stay till the very end to get this surprise. Now, firstly, we are going to be starting off with the top 9 ways to improve your child's focus and concentration. But before that, I would like to ask you, type in the chat box if you think that focus and concentration is a problem, and a lot of kids these days they lack focus and concentration. If you agree with me, type an A in the chat box. Type an A. Yes. All right, great. Awesome. So now all those are agreeing with me right here. I would also like to tell you that why is improving focus even important for 7+ kids. So whenever people talk about focus and concentration and improving it in 7+ kids, a lot of parents actually say that why is even focus important for kids? Why do we even care about improving focus, and why do we even improve it? So here are some good reasons why is improving focus really important for 7+ kids. And one of the reasons is learning and skill development. If you want your child to be able to learn properly, to be able to get more and more knowledge and to remember it for a long period of time, you need to make sure that your child is fully focused and concentrated on learning. It's not like that they are learning for like they're studying for like 5 to 10 minutes and then a phone bell rings and they get distracted and they just do not focus on study anymore. That is not proper learning, and that is not going to help them build their knowledge, build many skills, and that is not going to help them in the future. The second thing is problem solving skills. When you focus, when you have a strong focus, then that will help children to analyze the problems more effectively and come with some really creative solutions. Because when you're focused on one problem, then only you're able to solve it. The third reason is time management skills, being organized, scheduling your day, scheduling yourself, organizing yourself. All this will be possible with one of the biggest reasons, that is improved focus. Because when your child has improved focus, they can complete their tasks in a timely manner without being easily distracted, which will help them balance their priorities, the less priority tasks, some academic responsibilities that they have, some extracurricular activities that they have. As Ritu ma'am said also, the relaxation time and the self time that you give to yourself. When you're fully focused, then you will get to know, then you will be able to manage your time and add all these things into your routine, and you will be a managed person. The fourth reason is stress reduction. When you're focused, then you know what tasks you have to do, by when do you have to complete them. This will reduce your child's stress. And in the future, when they go to bigger grades like 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th, right? They're going to be getting a lot of tasks to do. How are they going to manage that? Their mind is just going to get cluttered and cluttered and cluttered if they're not fully focused on completing their priority tasks. And that is why focus also really helps in stress reduction. It improves social skills. Social skills are your communication skills, they are your public speaking skills, they are your skills that help you create new friends, new relationships, new networks, new bonds. Then it reduces the risk of ADHD symptoms. ADHD stands for Attention Deficit Hyperactivity Disorder, which is a really common disorder these days in 7+ kids. Focus also makes sure that your child has long-term success. How many of you have heard this quote that focus is the key to success? Type in me in the chat box if you've heard this quote. Me, with lots of ease if you want to put it. Yes, yes. So if you're focused, that means that you are going to be getting a long-term success. And that is not what I'm saying. A lot of successful people out there, whether that's Elon Musk, whether that's Jeff Bezos, whether that's Steve Jobs, every single one of them have said this, that focus was their key to success. And it really is. If your child is focused, they'll be focused on accomplishing their goals, their missions, their aspirations, their dreams. And when they're focused to do that, they will definitely achieve them. The next is builds empathy and compassion. It prevents your child's high unproductive screen time, and also it will help your child to get better and faster results. So this was why improving focus is highly important, and you need to start paying attention to improving your child's focus. And that is why here are the top 9 ways how you can help your child improve their focus. All right. The first way that you can try out are gifts. If tell this to your kids. If you want your child to complete one task, focus on one task for a particular amount of time and complete it in that amount of time. The first thing that you can do is provide them gifts. For example, you can say to your child that if you stay focused on doing your maths homework for this 1 hour and complete your maths homework, I'm going to be providing you with this gift. Now that gift could be a chocolate, maybe. That gift could be a ball, maybe. Any small gift, any medium-sized gift, whatever you want to give them. Give them a gift, because all kids, including me, we love gifts. And when you give them a gift to do a task or anything like that, they will definitely do it. So you can try this way out as well. Second is, tell your child to focus on one task in one day. I've seen so many kids, my park friends, my schoolmates, they do more. They are like busy bees. They are like doing so many tasks in just one day. And that also creates a lot of stress. That creates a lot of, hustle and a lot of complication in the mind. And we don't want that. So that is why if you focus on one task in one day, it will help your child complete that particular task, first of all, and also improve their focus. Because this time they are not cluttered by doing कि मुझे ये भी करना है, मुझे वो भी करना है, मुझे ये भी करना है, मुझे वो भी करना है. But they're focused on one task and they're focused on completing that in that particular day. The third one is to meditate for 15 minutes a day and breathe. As Ritu ma'am said, meditation and relaxation is also the key to reducing that hyperactive behavior. So meditation is highly, highly important, because when you meditate, you're able to control your thoughts. You're able to increase your attention span, which is reducing day by day. Literally, it was 15 minutes before, and now the average human attention span is, guess what? You guess. What could be the average human attention span? How much do you think it is? Type in the number in the chat box if you know. All right, no problem. So, the average human attention span is less than 8.5 seconds now. And it will definitely be decreasing in the future as well. That will also affect your child's focus. So it is really important to meditate, because that will help you increase your focus, increase your attention span, relax your thoughts, reduce stress, and so much more. The fourth one is to schedule your day. Schedule the tasks that we have to, okay. The gifts point again, all right. So basically the gifts point was nothing but reward your child with a gift after they do a particular task. So if your child is focused on a particular task for 1 hour or 2 hours or whatever, if your child is focused on that, tell them that if you're focused on this particular task for this much amount of time, I'm going to be giving you this gift, and give them that gift. Now that gift could be a chocolate maybe, or whatever your child likes, and whatever you can provide them with, give that. Because gifts really, really help in improving your child's focus and helping them complete a particular task. So fourth point, coming back over here again, it's scheduling your day. So make sure that your child has a timetable that they follow, and they have a schedule that they follow, because when they have that schedule, they know that what tasks do they have to work on, what are their priorities, how much time do they have to give on each task. Number 5th point is nutrition. Now, nutrition is like super important while improving our focus. Like 2 to 3 years ago, even I used to think that nutrition, does not play that much important role in increasing your child's focus. It is because I never literally cared about nutrition. But when I researched about this, I got to know that poor nutrition can lead to concentration problems for a very long time. And a diet that is very high in sugar and unhealthy fats really affects the concentration skills of children. And this is what this research news report said. And some healthy food that you can, give to your child for boosting their concentration, for boosting their memory power, are milk, eggs. If your child is non-veg, then you can also go for fish, meat, and any omega-3 fatty acids. They also help in boosting your child's concentration levels. And make sure that your child is drinking enough water, not only in summer but in other seasons too, because water also really helps in improving your concentration. And this proves that nutrition is a very, very important way to improve your child's focus and concentration. Sixth is to play brainstorming games. Brainstorming games could be solving puzzles like Rubik's Cube, they could be playing chess, some mind games like that, or any games that help your child to think, that helps your child to use their brain. That will also help in increasing your focus and concentration. The seventh one is to take fun breaks. Nothing is going to happen, no focus is going to be, increased, no tasks are going to be done if your child is rushing towards completing those tasks without taking any breaks. It is very important to have breaks, to give your body, to give yourself a break. It is totally not right to keep doing tasks like without taking any break. You do one task, you sit for 1 hour on a particular task, take a 5 minutes break, go out to watch something, go out for entertainment, play a sport, go out and take sunlight, maybe whatever. But take breaks in between, because taking breaks is very, very important. Eighth one is having a good sleep. I think we're all aware of that. Having a 7 to 8 hour of sleep is very important for kids to improve their memory power, to improve their focus. So we should also focus on that. And ninth one is to set goals. Set goals and work for them. Teach your child the importance of setting goals. What are goals? Because goals is something in my school and in a lot of other schools that I see. Setting goals is not taught. It is really not taught. And it is very important, because if you want your child to improve their concentration power, improve their memory power and other things as well, you need to help them to learn setting goals. So these were the top 9 ways to improve your child's brain and memory, to improve your child's brain memory power, to improve your child's focus and concentration. So how many of you found this valuable? Type in VVV in the chat box. VV. Yeah. VVV, that stands for value, value, value. Go ahead and type that in the chat box. Wonderful, awesome. All right, so let's go now to our next slide. So now I would like to ask you all a question, okay? And I want maximum of you to answer that in the chat box, because not all of you are answering in the chat box. And I want maximum of you to be interactive, turn on your videos if possible. Go ahead and turn them on, all right? Even my video is on. So come on, you can turn your video on and go ahead and type your answers in the chat box. The question is on the screen. How many of you think that today's digital technology, the screen time, the technology time, is affecting kids in their future? Type in me in the chat box. Me. Yes, all right, awesome. Okay. My next and the very last question to you is, how much time does your child spend on screen in a day? If you have noticed your child spending time on screen, if you know that your child spends time on screen, how much time, the exact number of hours, how much time does your child stay on screen on one day? Type your answers in the chat box, and come on everyone, type your answers in the chat box. All right. Okay. So we have here 1 hour, we have 3 hours, we have 2 hours. Okay, nice. So some of you are typing it in the chat box. Awesome. So now a lot of you have typed in 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. Some of you have also typed in 4 hours and 5 hours, right? So these are the number of hours your child spend on screen in a day. Now I would like to give you some incredible media reports, incredible data insights about a child's screen time from these organizations like Pew Research Center, Common Sense Media, World Health Organization, Brainly, The Telegraph, and so many more. So this report is from Common Sense Media, and it shows that where is this technology time being used? The number of hours a child spends on screen. Where does it actually go? On what activities do these kids spend time on every single day? So the blue color represents tweens, and the blue color represents tweens who are 8 to 12-year-old kids, and the purple one, I think that's purple only, represents teenagers who are 13 plus. Now it shows that 65% of tweens spend time every single day on watching television, and 49% of teenagers spend time every single day on watching television. All right. Now the next is of online videos. You can read this out. Next is of mobile games. Now look of social media. Now social media number has officially increased now because a lot of new kids are coming onto social media, not for creation but for consumption. They're scrolling through reels and shorts like anything for 2 to 3 hours without even knowing how much time they are giving to it. And this shows that 18% of tweens spend time every single day on social media, and 62% of teenagers spend time every single day on social media. And there was this something very shocking from the Telegraph media report, and this is said by this psychologist called Dr. Eric Sigman. And he said this, that children, they spend more time watching TV than at school. Children these days, they are spending more time watching TV than doing any productive stuff, than doing school stuff, than learning. And this is why their screen time is increasing so much. This is why their focus is decreasing so much. And this is why so many kids are also hyperactive. This is why so many kids are also lacking with poor brain and memory power. They're not able to focus. They are losing their problem solving skills, less cognitive abilities, and so much more. It is because of this, one of the biggest reasons is this screen time and technology time. And these are the number of hours. Now, of course, some of you would not be able to relate to this, but this is the average of the number of hours of tweens and teenagers. And it's a comparison between 2015, 2019, and 2021. So if you see, tweens in 2015 had 4 hours, 36 minutes of screen time per day in 2015. In 2019, it increased only a little bit, which was 4 hours, 44 minutes per day. And in 2021, during the COVID time, it increased to 5 hours, 33 minutes per day. Coming to teenagers now, which is even more shocking. In 2015, the screen time of a teenager per day was 6 hours, 40 minutes. In 2019, it increased to 7 hours, 22 minutes. And in 2021, it increased to more than 8 hours, 39 minutes per day. And some of your kids who do not have this much of screen time, that person, Dr. Eric Segment, in his very latest report, he has also said that in the very next 2 to 3 years, the number of hours of screen time kids have today, it will double or triple in the next 2 to 3 years. And when that happens, it will be almost impossible to reduce it. It will be almost impossible to control it. He has said this in his latest report that came around a couple of months ago. And I totally agree with him after seeing these number of hours, after seeing these media reports. Well, there is another one, and these are the number of hours tweens and teenagers have given to these particular activities. So this is basically divided into that. So you can see that 2 hours, 30 minutes has gone to television and videos. 1 hour, 28 minutes has gone to gaming. In teenagers, you can see 2 hours, 53 minutes has gone to television and videos, and you can read all this. And this is what is happening. This is why screen time is not a small problem. It is a very big problem. Yet so many parents do not control it. So many parents do not take action on it. Now, you must be wondering that I've told you a lot about the screen time after showing these data reports, right? You must be wondering that why should we even worry about our child's screen time? How is this excess, improper use of technology, excess which is very much uncontrolled, improper is unproductive? How is this excess, improper use of technology actually ruining your child's future or will ruin your child's future? Is because of all these reasons. This excess, improper use of technology is one of the biggest reasons research says uh, for lack of focus in kids, for laziness, obesity, lack of self confidence, ADHD, attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, and other disorders as well, like learning disorder, behavior disorder, problems, getting distracted most of the time, getting bored easily. Then there is poor brain and memory power, then unhealthy growth of a child, falling grades, low energy and activeness, depression, lack of interest in studying and learning, aggressiveness, lack of social skills, and the list goes on and on and on. And yet, and also excess improper use of technology also reduces creativity of kids, causes learning disorders in kids, causes high wastage of time. Of course, it also is the reason why kids these days are unable to stick to tasks that are time consuming. They have a hyperactive behavior and they're not able to pay attention or pay focus in the class or while learning. And the excess, improper use of technology time is one of the biggest reasons for that. Now, these are the number of hours these age groups give to screen time at home per week. So, if you see, a 2-year-old has 14.2 hours of screen time per week. A 2 to 6 years old has a screen time of 25.9 hours per week. A 6 to 13-year-old has the screen time of 31.5 hours per week. A teenager who is 13 to 18 years old has a screen time of 43.6 hours per week, which is even more than a parent whose week's screen time is 39.4 hours. If you're not seeing this much amount of screen time in your kids right now, remember the words Alex Segman said, because that is going to happen. He is a parenting psychologist and he has said this in the report. This may not happen right now, but if it is not taken action on, if it is not controlled right now, it will definitely increase in the future. And then it will be almost impossible. It will be very, very hard to control it and reduce it. And that is why it is very important to take action on these problems right now. Because if you do not, this high excess improper use of technology is going to be a monster for your child and is going to start polluting your child's brain. As your child grows up, you will have literally no control about what your child is watching, what your child is consuming, because that is how much the technology time is going to grow. Moving on now, how many of you are now wondering that how to stop the child's screen time? Type in me in the chat box if you are. All right. So I've got some me's in the chat box. So, well, let me tell you that this is a wrong question to ask, because the question that you need to ask is not how to stop the child's screen time, because that is literally very, very difficult to do and it is all nearly impossible. All right, because we all love watching screens, we all watch movies, we all, okay, what to make him see, I'll cover that. All right, just give me a minute. We all are on screens right now. This webinar also is happening through technology only, through screen only. So stopping the technology time is like very difficult, but what question you can ask, and that is an appropriate question, and that is, how can we reduce screen time and make technology time more productive for 7+ kids? Because we have to reduce the child screen time and we have to make it more productive for 7+ kids. So that is how they can learn and grow. So here are the two sides of screen time. One is the good side and one is the bad side. The good side, if you use the technology time in a controlled and a proper productive way, it will help children become more independent, prepare them for their future. It will help children learn more effectively and properly. And some examples of it that also answers your question that what to make him see is start content creating, because creating content is the future. Creating videos, sharing your learnings with others, creating content and videos, yeah, that is what is productive screen time. And you need to start creating content, because then you will start helping other people with the knowledge that you have and the learnings that you have. Then reading blogs and stories is another thing, learning the Rubik's cube is another thing, and other mind games like that. So this is what you can make your child see on screen time. This is how you can help your child use their screen time, because this is called wise using of screen time. This is called the productive usage of screen time. Then coming to the bad usage of screen time, which is excess improper use of screen time, that causes your child lack of focus and concentration. It also causes high increase of mental and physical diseases and disorders in kids, like ADHD, learning disorder, behavior disorder, obesity, depression, and other things as well. It causes kids falling grades. And some examples of bad usage of screen time, which lots of kids these days are doing, is only consumption, not creation. Like always watching TV for 2 to 3 hours, playing video games, playing mobile games all the day. That is not right, and that is what is dangerous for your child, for your child's brain and growth development. So now, hope you all are having a great time till here. So now we are going to be moving on to our 3 key secrets that I'm going to be sharing with you. These 3 key secrets are the secret doors that helped me improve my communication skills, that helped me overcome my shyness, that helped me improve my brain memory power, reduce my screen time and made it more productive, and it helped me improve my focus and concentration, and so much more. So are you ready for these 3 key secrets? Type in 3 in the chat box if you are. Wonderful. All right. Okay. So I'm going to be sharing with you all my story, and you need to observe and listen to it very carefully in order to get to know these top 3 key secrets. Okay. So, well, this is me 2 to 3 years ago, or even more previously than that. Okay. And 2 to 3 years ago, I was not at all like I am right now. I was a shy introvert, and I was definitely afraid of speaking. And every time in the PTM also, the teachers always used to complain that, Kavya does not speak much. Kavya is a very shy person. She does not participate in class. Kavya kabhi haath uthakar koi answer nahi deti hai. She doesn't, she's not at all active. She does not speak in the class or communicate in the class. And she's just a very shy introvert. And all this feedback, literally, I'll tell you, I think from prep grade till 5th, I think 4th or 5th, इतने सालों तक same feedback we got to hear from the teachers. And that is exactly why my dad and I, we took action on this problem of being shy and not able to speak. And we started creating videos. And if I honestly tell you, creating videos, I used to hate doing that back then, because it used to take more than 2 to 3 hours to create one video. To create one video, it used to take more than 50 takes, more than 100 takes, and so many hours on creating a video. But still, my dad did not give up on this. And still, we kept creating more and more videos, more and more videos, more and more videos. And today, we have created more than 200 or more than 300 plus videos. We have got 100 plus subscribers, 9,000 plus views, 100 plus hours of watch time, 800 plus likes, and so much more. And now it does not take me that much time to create a particular video. But now I can create a video in just one take, easily. Now I can speak this much confidently like I am right now. And one of the biggest reasons this has happened is by creating videos. We have also got featured on Daily Hunt, Inc. 91, and other media reports as well. And for all of this, to overcome this problem of mine and improve my communication skills, all thanks goes to my dad. Because he was the one who did not give up on me. He was the one who always motivated me to keep creating videos. And that is why I am now a good communicator. I am now confident in speaking, I would say. Then, coming to the second part of our story, during the COVID-19, back in 2020, 2021, we started reading books, fiction and non-fiction book. And this was like my first non-fiction book that I had read. And I used to love writing and telling stories. In fact, I still love writing and telling stories. So once I was sitting on my bed with a piece of paper in my hand and a pen. I wrote a couple of stories on that piece of paper, and then I showed it to my family, okay? Everyone said that wonderful stories, Kavya. God bless you, beta. बहुत अच्छी कहानियाँ लिखी है. जीते रहो, जीते रहो, जीते रहो. Then I went to my dad and I showed him the stories, and he also complimented, and he was also really proud. But along with that, he also published all those stories into my first debut book, which was Kavya's Bag of Short Stories, Volume 1, in 2020. And when this good book got published, I was like super happy and super excited. In fact, I still have this book with me in my bookshelf right now. It was just kept with me right here. This is the book. And I feel so proud to show it to people. I feel so proud to see that I've written this book. The stories in here are ours. And after that, we also got invited as special invitees in other books like Golden Apples of God, Never Cease to Amaze. And there is this new book that recently got published, and this is the Gems 4, which is a pretty much thick book. So in this also, I'm a special invitee. So you will see other author stories also here, and even mine stories here as well. And along with that, I would also like to give all the thanks to my dad, because he was the one who recognized this talent of mine and published it into a book. Because I never thought I could publish a book. And as a kid, I never thought that I could do that, but my dad made it happen. So all thanks to my dad for that. Then during 2020, I also had a poor brain memory power, dealing with all the problems that we've mentioned to you, lack of focus, and I had like a very, very high unproductive screen time. And that is why during 2020, we learned to solve the 3x3 Rubik's Cube. And at that time, I learned the Rubik's Cube ki chalo bhai ye toy ki tarah isko seekh lete hain. Let's just learn it for the sake of learning, right? But when I learned it, you won't ever imagine. When I learned this, it literally acted like magic for me. It helped me improve my focus and brain memory power. It helped me reduce my screen time, and it literally helped me change myself. And that is why a big kudos, a big salute to this Rubik's Cube. Because not just that, it also helped me win lots and lots of medals and awards in Rubik's Cube. Lots of medals and awards. And we also did 3x3 Rubik's Cube Mastery beginner level group coaching sessions with 10 plus kids and help them learn to solve the Rubik's Cube as well. Help them see this transformation of learning to solve the Rubik's Cube. And today, I'm one of India's youngest Rubik's Cube specialists and coaches for 7 plus kids, aspirants and beginners who want to learn and grow in cubing. And I think all of this was mentioned in the very beginning. So because of these 3 key secrets, we were able to achieve that. And these 3 key secrets were the secret doors of achieving all of this. And one more key secret is my dad, because he was the one who made it all happen. He was the one who made all these impossible things that I literally thought were impossible back then possible, very much possible. And he was the one who helped them execute these things, helped transform me and change me. So well, coming now, let us revise these 3 key secrets once. So the first key secret to all of this is reading, writing, listening, and publishing. It is very, very important for your child to start reading, not just fiction books, but also non-fiction books. Writing is very important. Listening, if you are a good listener, you're also a good speaker, right? Listening is very important, and publishing, sharing your learnings with others is again a very, very important thing. The second key secret is creating videos, because creating videos is one of the best solution to get your child out of their comfort zone, to get your child overcome their shyness and improve their speaking skills. And the third one is definitely Rubik's Cube. Because Rubik's Cube is the solution. It is definitely is the fastest and the easiest way. How you can help your child reduce their screen time, how you can help your child improve their focus and concentration, brain memory power, reduce their hyperactive behavior, and all that. And these three key secrets were the key for me to all this success, and they will be the key secrets for your child as well if you learn to implement them properly. So, well, this is a little wish list I would like to show you all, and I want you to type in me in the chat box if you have any of these things in the wish list. So one is increase focus and concentration, reduce high screen time, boost brain memory power, fall in love with learning and studies, boost their self-confidence, learn the Rubik's Cube. So, well, if you want your child to achieve any of these things in the wish list, type in me in the chat box. Wonderful. Awesome. Thank you so much. Well, the wish list does not end yet, all right? If you want any of these things to improve in your child, if you want your child to achieve any of these things, type in me in the chat box again. So there are improved social skills, means communication skills, improve patience, level up your speed, improve communication skills, get rid of hyperactive behavior, remove fear of speaking. Yes, wonderful. And the ones who are not typing in, go ahead, be a little active, and come on, type your answers in the chat box, all right? So I don't think so the wish list is ever gonna end. लेकिन अभी के लिए इधर तक थोड़ा रोकते हैं, and let us move on to our next thing. Now, here is what we would like to show you about if your child is able to solve. Thank you so much for typing in the chat box. Wonderful. So, if your child is able to solve the Rubik's Cube, what all can they actually achieve? And that is, they will be able to enhance their brain memory power. They will be able to boost their self-confidence and develop their winning attitude, increase their focus and concentration, reduce their high screen time and make it more productive, fall in love with learning and studies, improve their patience, increase speed, improve logical thinking and cognitive abilities, and so much more. And all of this is going to happen if your child learns to solve the Rubik's Cube in the very right way. All of this, or maximum of this, or the sum of this, are going to happen, and you are going to see that transformation. All you need to do is learn to solve the Rubik's Cube in the right way, all right? And not just one cube, but many cubes as well. So there is a quote that I would like to share with you that is on the screen that says that behind every young child who believes in himself is a parent who believes first. And this wonderful quote is by Matthew Jacobson. And why am I sharing this quote with you is that I want you as a parent to know, if you want your child to achieve anything, if you want your child to achieve any of those things that I showed you in the wish list, or anything at all, you have to be there for your child. You have to be the hero parent for your child to help them achieve that. You have to be the support, the guiding light, everything that your child needs. You need to be there to help your child achieve all those things, because you are the one who is going to help your child achieve those things. Now, whether you take an example of like Nastya, how many of you are aware of like Nastya? Type in me in the chat box if you are. You know what? Don't type in me. Type in LN in the chat. LN. Sorry. LN. Yes, LN. Type in LN in the chat box if you're aware who like Nastya is. It is absolutely fine if you do not know who she is. Okay, so like Nastya is basically the biggest kid YouTuber in the world. Yes, you know, that's awesome, right? So like Nastya is the biggest kid YouTuber in the world, and guess what? She's just 8 or 9 years old. Just 8 or 9-year-old. And she started a YouTube journey when she was around 2 to 3 years old, and her parents were the one who supported her to do that. For her also, the parents' support was the hero for her. Then coming to my Miss Anand. How many of you know my Miss Anand over here? Type in M in the chat box. All right. So my Miss Anand is like a teenager now, and she has more than 13 million subscribers. And a lot of kids watch her. Yes, some of you are typing in MMM. Even I used to watch her. Now थोड़ी boring हो गई है, तो अब मैंने देखना बंद कर दिया है. लेकिन yeah, she also started creating content at a very young age, around 6 or 7 years old. And her bua, Shruti Arjun Anand, was her guiding light and was the one who supported her to achieve all this success. For her also, a parent, an elder, was her guiding light. Then there is Ayu and Piyusho. How many of you know this? This is, I think, a lot of you are going to know, right? Type in APS in the chat box if you know. APS. So yes, some of you know Ayu and Piyusho. That's awesome. So even I watch Ayu and Piyusho, and they also have about 20 million subscribers. And they are like wonderful content creators, a family show. You can watch them if you don't know about them. And they also share awesome content. And for them also, their parents were their guiding light. Moving on to Aditya Shukla, he is a 13 to 14-year-old. He has more than 1 million followers on Instagram. And his parents were the hero for him to achieve all this. Then there is Jivansh Jadeja, who is at a very young age. He's an international chess player, a sub-25 cuber, a Rubik's Cube coach, and a cricketer too. And when I did a podcast with him, all right, I got to know that the reason why he was able to achieve all this was his parents, the support of his parents. And that is how important the support of parents are. Then this is Karnik Jain. He is a spectacular sub 10 cuber, means he can solve the 3x3 under 10 seconds. Can you imagine that? He can solve this cube under 10 seconds. And he has won lots and lots of medals and awards, and an awesome communicator. And he was able to achieve all this because of his parents too. Our next one is Prisha Agarwal. Prisha Agarwal is just 10 to 11 years old, and she is this cube female national record holder already. She's a sub 15 cuber, and she has won more than 100 plus awards. And when I did a podcast with her, I got to know that the reason of all the success that she's gotten is because of her mom. Her mom was the one who always got her the cubes. Her mom was the one who always taught her new things. Her mom was the one who was always there for her to achieve all this. So well, now, as you have seen and you've got to know that you as a parent are the one to take action, are the heroes for your child, to help them limit their technology time, to take action on solving these problems of theirs, and to take action of helping them achieve their dreams, their expectations, their aspirations, their goals. Let me tell you that why do you need to start taking action to limit your child's technology time immediately. Immediately means not waiting for another 2 weeks, not waiting for another 2 months, not waiting for another years, but taking action now, because today is the day. There is no better time than right now. And I'll tell you why. Because this is a process that a human goes through by building habits. All right, and I've also gone through this, building a very bad habit of mine, which is nail biting. Okay, so I'll take my example only. So it was about 6 to 7 years ago when I started nail biting, just for fun. All right, just like that, casually मैंने start करा nail biting. Okay, then I found it really time passing, really stress reduction and kind of that thing, really satisfying. तो मैंने इसको बार बार करा. And I knew that this is a bad habit. I knew it. A lot of people also stopped me. My parents, my nanny, my nanu, my dadi, they all stopped me from doing this. But did I stop? No, I did not. I still did it. And then today, like this year, when I am now of 13 years, 12 to 13 years old, I have got to know that I've become addicted to this. I cannot leave it. No matter what, I'm not able to stop nail biting. I nail bite literally every single day. And I've been addicted to nail biting. And you know how much of a big, bad habit that is. and it needs to be stopped. Like that, the mobile addiction, that is also a habit, a big bad habit, and it needs to be stopped. And that is why you parents need to take immediate action to be a hero parent. Right now, maybe your child's screen time is less. Right now, maybe your child is not facing through any of the problems we mentioned. But 2 to 3 years down the line, they will. They will, if it is not controlled now, if it is not in hands right now, if it is not changed right now. Because the action taking starts from now. All right. And that is why we would now like to tell you that how does Cuber Success Academy help you solve these problems and help you take action on solving these problems and help you on becoming a hero parent. So now I would like to hand it over to my dad, who is going to be taking this session forward. And all of you
Awesome,
people,
awesome, Kavya. That
yes,
is superb. I think how many people have got the aha moment who are over here till this time? Just type AHA in the chat box. Aha. And how many of you are blown away with the content, with the value which you have got, the information? Just type it. Aha. Great, great, great. Kavya, let's move on. I would just try to mention that how does Cuber Success Academy help? In the beginning, I have told about the Cuber Success Academy. Kavya, can you please move on to first tell more about, Cuber Success Academy, what it is?
sure.
Just move to your slide to
Yeah,
that part.
one
I
second.
think a lot of some people might not be aware of it.
Okay. So there we go. Go
Just
ahead.
go to the problem part first of all. Start from the problem. I have mentioned about in the beginning, that the problem which we are basically addressing here in our academy is the attention deficit, learning disorders, all these problems which we have talked about, which Rituja and ma'am also have talked about it. And you know that she has also been dealing with a lot of thousands of parents worldwide. It is not just India. She has been, providing her support and solutions to more than 20 plus countries. And this problem prevails across the borders, right? And as you can see, even WHO report also says that it is 8.1 to 34.7. So that is an acute problem, and it is going to scale up only. It is not going to come down. It is only scaling up, right? And that is what the initiative, which the problem which we want to address, right? And Kavya, can you move on to mission slide? So what exactly our mission is basically out of this problem, how we are addressing it, that we want to build the world's largest community of preteen young achievers and aspiring leaders from India to global. And to fulfill this mission, we believe and have discovered that learning a Rubik's Cube is the easiest and fastest way to create the learning interest, habit, and curiosity. As Kavya has also mentioned, that habits compound. Whether it is good or bad, it is always going to compound, right? And you are not gonna increase the focus by focusing on so many things at one time. It is always said that if you focus on one thing for for a good number of time as a marathon, then obviously it is going to compound and you are going to get the benefit of focusing on many other things in future, right? Just take it as an investment or money as an example, that if you even start putting 100 rupees aside every day, it will turn into crores of rupees in another 20 years, 30 years, right? It will multiply. In the same logic applies in everything, okay, whether it is parenting or anything. So that is what we are focusing on, to create the learning interest, habit, and curiosity at the early ages, right? So that it compounds when they are even grown up, yeah, 10 plus, 11 plus, or 12 plus. Like you can see Kavya, she has started her development, self-development 2 3 years back, 2 years back. So now it is like compounded. Now I may not have to spend too much of time in giving time to her for anything. She may pick up anything on her own. Even this webinar also, you can see it. Everything is being done by Kavya only. It is not, my intervention is very, very less, right? So she's now educating other people as well, what she has gone through, what she has fixed it. So we basically help building their brain and memory power, self-confidence, focus, and willingness, right? And our vision is basically to collectively empower parents and the preteen kid, not just kids, but also parents as well. As you see that we are inviting coaches, other coaches as well, to give value to parents as well. To grow with success mindset, habits, and skills, to be able to aim, build, and lead a life of freedom and success in the future. And these are our definitions of success mindset, habits, and skill, because these are the three main pillars where you can build anything. These are the foundational things. So we are focusing more on the foundation, right? Not on the skill part. Any skill can be developed with a lot of practice and learning, right? But the foundation has to be strong. And this is the time for the foundation, right? The early ages. Kavya, can you move on? So now I'm going to tell about what Cuba Success Academy is basically. It is an initiative founded by me and Kavya Mohindroo to empower 100,000 kids. We have a bigger mission over here of 7 plus year old, boost their brain and memory power, focus and self-confidence with various Rubik's Cube mastery training programs, and help parents raise their kids to rise with success mindset, habits, and skills. So these are the things which we are going to focus in our academy. Okay, Kavya, can you move on? I hope the problem, mission, vision statement is very much clear to you all. If it is clear, just type clear in the chat box. So I am now gonna come to the part where how we can help you. Okay, uh, yeah, as giving a solution. We are coming up with a 3 months memory booster challenge, which is a beginner intermediate level 90 days challenge, right? Let me tell you more about this challenge. What do you get in this challenge? Kavya, can you move on? The first inclusion is the group coaching and mentoring of four primary cubes, which is 3 by 3, 2 by 2 pyramids and cube. What are we gonna do in this? So coaching and mentoring is definitely self-explanatory with you. It is very, very transformative. We are not focusing on something selling here. Okay. We are focusing more on the transformation side, not on the selling part, right? And we never, anything which you have in your household, it is never sold to you. It is always sold for you, for your thing, for the transformation. If there is no transformation, there is no change, there is no value in it, right? So we are basically here to give more value. That is why we focus more on the transformation, and group coaching and mentoring of four primary cubes is basically solution to transform. Okay. 1 hour twice a week live sessions, that is 12 weeks into two live sessions is equal to 24 live sessions are gonna happen. Okay. Recordings of all the sessions will be accessible from the online school access, which will be given to you from, and that can be accessible from any device, mobile or laptop, anytime and anywhere. You can access it from anywhere, anytime. Right. So that is the inclusion number one in the challenge. Inclusion number two is the pre-recorded online courses also you're gonna get. What are those courses? The 3 by 3 Rubik's Cube Mastery beginner level online course. So there are gonna be coaching and mentoring sessions which are 24, and even you are going to get the pre-recorded online courses as well, so that you can learn as per your own convenience as well, and to the live sessions, right? Kavik, move on. The next course we have included is the concept. It is basically a Cuber success model where kids can see, because nowadays in today's time, if you basically compare India from the other countries like Australia and the US and China, you will see that a lot of Cubers have been created, and the speed level are very high in their countries, right? Not in India as of now. There are very few of the high level cubers, high achievers and all in India. But the trend is increasing since people are realizing the importance of cubing, and the cubing is getting popular also in. And it is basically said that, cubing could be part of the Olympics as well, right? But let's see what will happen. Fingers crossed. If that happens, then a lot of people would be moving towards it. Definitely, as you know, the trend creates. So that is another online course which is included. Kavya, can you move on? you will get access to more courses applicable in this challenge as and when they are uploaded. For example, 2 by 2 could be there, pyramids could be there, which are included in the live sessions as well. They might be included in the online course as well, right? So you have basically 90 days, 3 months. We are basically gonna work with you, right? With your child. Can we move on? Inclusion number three is lifetime access to online community, which is CubeHeads. Now, what is CubeHeads? I will just take the privilege to explain it because that is very, very interesting concept which we have come up with. We call our community as CubeHeads. Each of our learners is called a CubeHead. We wish to build this community as a global community to empower parents and their preteen kids from India to grow with success mindset, habits, and skills so that they are able to aim, build, and lead a life of freedom and success. Now, about this, also, this community is a one stop hub for cubers, speed cubers, national record holders, cubing experts, aspirants, parenting coaches, trainers for skill development in kids. Like you saw Ritu Jain ma'am, she is also a part of our community. She is in our panel as well. And along with her, there are many other people, other achievers or the national record holders in our panel. I'll come that to in a bit of time. Now, enthusiasts and beginners, where they collaborate and exchange their value by sharing their skills, information, knowledge related to learning cubing, tips and tricks, algorithms. So this is basically community, and community learning is really, really great. And it really transforms, it really changes people, it builds like a tribe, you are basically working in your own tribe, and people relate a lot, like your kid might relate with Kavya. So if your kid is in our community, maybe he'll get more, he'll feel more related and would like to push more to achieve something, right? So basically community learning pushes someone. It's peer-to-peer learning types, right? Can we move on? So CubeHeads is basically an FB VIP community as well. In this community, anyone from Cuber, SpeedCuber, national record holders, as I said, they are a part of in the FB VIP group itself. So you are going to get the access to the FB VIP community, and that community is called CubeHeads. Can we move on? Now, CubeHead is basically, it's not just something, a name only. We are basically focusing more on creating it as a symbol and representation of a preteen, which is developed with or aspiring to build the following characteristics and traits. And what are those traits? So if you are looking your child to be more focused, self-confident, active brain and memory power, who is a performer, agile. So these are something, some characteristics and traits which a cube head can be called. So if you basically belong to cube head, you can expect any of these or all of these, characteristics and traits built in your child, right? We are going to focus on all our learnings, all our solutions, everything is basically working around all these characteristics and traits. So ultimately, you're gonna get this. Anything which you are looking at, maybe you are looking at Rubik's cube, right? So, but ultimately, you're gonna get the output of this, right? Which is gonna help them in many, many ways. It is going to compound in many, many ways, in many other aspects. Okay. Okay. Inclusion number four. So I've already talked about three inclusions. I'll come as a summary. I'll summarize it later on. You're gonna get one T-shirt merchandise of Cubeheads with the following messages: Cubeheads Warriors. So we call the intermediate and the beginner level learners as the Cubeheads Warriors. Okay, or so you're gonna get the T-shirt merchandise as well within this challenge itself. Cubeheads Warriors, or I am a Cubehead. Okay, so they can call themselves a Cubehead. They can belong more. The other inclusion we have is the certificate of completion and achievement. You're gonna get the certificate from Cuber Success Academy along with the other institutions affiliated with. We are affiliated with like Sudha Society and Root Skills also. So you're gonna get certificate of completion and achievement. Okay, Kavya, move on. Inclusion number six. Information and assistance for cubing competitions across India and global from organizations like DCA, Delhi Cube Association, WCA, World Cube Association, Cubing Federation of India. All of these organizations and institutions, Kavya has been a part of it, and even DC also, she has been the guest of honor as well in the sixth DCA competition. And even she has participated in many of competitions from these institutions, right? Can we move on with the next slide? So we are also offering some bonuses with this challenge. Kavya's bag of short stories, bonus number one, which Kavya has shown the book, the debut book, and algorithms and assignments, which basically an ebook format of the courses. Can we move on? Bonus number two is 30 minutes one-to-one clarity session. It's a one-to-one clarity session, like you have been given the opportunity to speak with Ritu ma'am for some time. Imagine you are gonna get a clarity session again. That is one-to-one, not with group, not in a group like this, but one-to-one, right? So that is also one-to-one free. There are certain special bonuses which we are offering. As of now, how many of you are liking the this thing, the offer? What do you think? How is the offer? How is the this thing, the challenge which we have talked about here? Are you excited about getting this offer? Do you want to know more about this, or what? Just type in yes, I want to know. So I'll move on. Special guest coaching sessions. What are included in that? Special guest coaching session. We are also conducting on-demand special guest coaching and subject matter expert sessions from cubing experts, parenting coaches, nutrition coaches, and more. 1 hour twice. This is something which we are conducting on demand. Okay. So for example, Ritu Jan was there. So we have, as I told you, we have certain people in our panel, right? For example, Aryan Chhabra, he is a national record holder. Okay. So he might come and take one session, right? Kunal Oak is also 14 times national record holder, right? He is also in our panel. Karnik Jain, who is a young achiever, who is a high performer in cubing, he can come and take the session. So they are all in our academy. Kavya, can you play one of the video? हमें किसी की परवाह नहीं जाने जहां भी लगे जिंदगी we got to go that way we got to go that way अब जो भी हो हो जाने दो हम बेफिक्र चलते रहे So as you can see, it is sub 10. He's a very, very high performer and a very energetic child who has been teaching as well in our academy. Then the next is Prisha Agarwal, very energetic. Kavya has done a podcast. You must watch that podcast. She has been a awesome journey throughout, and how she has basically become a female national record holder for Cube, and she's very good in 3 by 3 as well, right? And very good communicator, very confident child, right? Jivan Dudeja also. He's a very high performer, coach, cuber, international chess player. They are all basically a part of our academy, and they are in our panel, who basically comes as guest coaches and conduct sessions as well. Okay, to train our academy learners. Then Divya Chhabra is another icon. I would say that she has been training and helping kids with cubing and mentorship throughout her life, and she's even Kavya's mentor as well. So now I'm coming, what all is included. I'm just going to summarize over here. So in 90 days, 3 months memory booster challenge, beginner intermediate, you're getting inclusion number one, that is group coaching and mentoring for 4 primary cubes, which is valuing 10,000 rupees. If you learn one cube, it is like giving 2,500 one cube every time, right? We are basically including 4 primary cubes, 3 by 3, 2 by 2 pyramids and cube, which is basically a requisite or compulsory for all the competitions, right? So we are including all the basic cubes which are necessary for participating in competitions, right? Inclusion number two, that is pre-recorded online courses, 3 by 3 Rubik's Cube Mastery Beginner Level online course, Cuber Success Model, and there will be more courses which will be added and you will be given the access to it. And that is lifetime. You are gonna get this for the lifetime. It is not for 3 months only. you can continue your learning journey throughout. You are going to have the access. That is valuing 5,000 rupees, right? Inclusion number three, lifetime access to online community. Cubeheads, that is again valuing 5,000. Even I would value it more because you are gonna get access to so many parents, like-minded parents, and you're gonna connect. Your child is gonna connect with a lot of other cubers as well. So that builds a community, and this is invaluable. Okay, and but still we are valuing it 5K. Get one t-shirt merchandise of Cubeheads with the following messaging: Cubeheads Warriors, I am a Cubehead, and that is valuing 2,000 rupees t-shirt, which you're gonna get it high quality. Include the other inclusion we have a certificate of completion and achievement that is valuing 1,000. Total value is 23K if you calculate it. So we move on. The other bonuses and the inclusions are information assistance for cubing competitions across India and global for organizations like DCA, WCA, CFI. You're getting information assistance in participating all the competitions. That is valued 2,000 rupees just to get the information and assistance. It is very hard to get it, to get a hold on these competitions, right? Then where there are bonuses like Kavya's bag of short stories, volume one algorithms, and assignments free ebook, which is valued again 2,000 rupees. There are other bonuses as well. 30 minutes one-to-one clarity session valued 2,000 rupees. So that basically accumulates total value. You're getting a total value of 29,000 rupees in the whole 3 months. And this is really, really transformative. And Kavya, can you show some of the uh, testimonials as well, and we'll come with the offers as well.
Sure.
We are just gonna show you some of the testimonials.
Um, 1 second.
How many of you are excited till now that you are a part of the Cuber Success Academy? Just type in your chat box that I am excited and want to be a part of the community. We will be revealing our offer. This package, this value package which we have shown you, that is valued 29K actually, which we are giving at a very good offer in today's webinar, right? Can we just play?
Hello friends, this is a jumble cube and today I'm going to solve this cube and this is made only possible from getting teachings from my teacher Kavya Mohindroo. So let's get started. The whole cube is solved! And thank you Kavya Didi to make me up till this level that I can solve the whole cube now.
Hello, my name is Siddhakar and today in this video we are going to solve these two remaining corners. If I do a U, then my whole cube will be solved. Yes! My whole cube is solved. Thank you, Kavya Didi, for teaching this whole Rubik's Cube, how to solve it and how to solve its corners. Thank you so much, Kavya Didi, that I can thank you enough. Thank you so much.
Yeah. So this was Sayed. He is also a learner of Cuber Success Academy, and he was also able to solve the Rubik's Cube and improve his communication skills also. And then there are some more testimonial videos as well. 1 second.
You can come to the inclusions part and we'll be coming to the other testimonials later on. Just
Yeah.
show the offer first of all. So people, we are basically revealing this offer price right now to all of you, right, who are available here till this time. And we are we really appreciate that you have been here till this time. So this is the memory booster bundle limited time offer which we have come up with. Original price is 9,999. Okay, and all this value, the inclusions which you have seen, which are more than valuing 29K. Okay. And the original price for this is 9,999, and today's price is only for some time. That is rupees 5,900. It is the batch is going to start from October onwards. Okay. And we are basically taking registrations for now. Okay. If you want to book your slot for the next batch, October till December. Okay. So you can book it now. It is a no-brainer. And Kavya, you can show the inclusions part again so that people can see that what are they going to get in this value.
Yeah, sure. So,
So how, so this is what, if there is anyone who want to ask any question, they can basically type in the chat box or basically unmute themselves. The permission is given over there. So in the 3 months memory boost, this all the inclusions which you can see here is group coaching and mentoring of 4 primary cubes, 3 by 3, 2 by 2 pyramids and cube, valuing 10,000. Inclusion 2 is online courses, pre-recorded, lifetime access to online community. Get one T-shirt, certificate of completion, and the inclusion 6 is information system for cubing competitions across India and global organizations. Bonuses, Kavya's bag of short stories, books, ebooks, and one-to-one clarity session. So all this value you're getting at just 5,900. Okay. Kavya, show the payment window. Just please register yourself for the next batch, which we are gonna come up with. That is starting from October onwards. Okay. That is the QR code. The UPI also ID is also mentioned. Is there anyone who has questions over here? Does anyone has questions? In the meantime, Kavya, you can play some of the testimonials as well, what other people has to say, and what basically other people are have a view of us.
yes.
Because you, I can solve the whole cube.
Thanks to Kavya's parents, who did so many efforts. First of thing, in this scenario, we don't have a single minute for anyone, but Kavya has spared a very big time for all of us. A big thanks to you. And I have seen all the classes. I have attended, in fact, all the classes. She never gets irritated. Any child can ask question anytime. In fact, we get irritated. What is this a line now? But she never feels irritated. And she is really a great mentor for her. And a big thank you to you. Even I can solve the cube. From the last 2 years, I bought for her Alina, but now today she can solve the cube, and I am really very happy.
Hello everyone.
Kavya's Rubik Cube has a name of its own, I've enrolled my child Kunshmera in her course. Not only he got the certificate, but he has increased his memory power, concentration power, imagination power, and this Rubik Cube, solving the cube, increase the finer muscle development of the child. This is the only thing which you can carry easily in your bags too while you're traveling. As instead of giving a mobile to your child, give a cube to your child. as you know that the cube is bringing so many positive in your child's life. Kavya's Rubik Cube was an amazing experience for my child. In fact, I have twins. One of my child is able to do the things so nicely.
Wow.
The other one has little, things with her milestones. But she also got so much interested that she's also trying to solve it. So that's the beautiful thing, to increase the memory power, concentration power, and imagination power. And the best thing to avoid the screen time.
All right. So if you have any doubts or if you have any feedback, you can type that in the chat box, or you can just raise your hand and speak. We can unmute you and you can speak.
People, we are just closing out in 5 minutes. Okay, so you have got 5 minutes to make a decision whether you want to part of it, part of the next batch which we are coming up with. We are taking the registrations now. Okay, and we have few seats left for the October to December session. Okay, 3 months. And as I said, that all the inclusions we are gonna get valuing 29K. And Kavya, can you come up with you can see the QR code and the UPI ID over here. Can you Kavya, can you take this snapshot of the window and make the payment? And if any of you have any doubt related to anything, you can come up with your questions and everything, right? Kavya, can you come up with the why you should join Cuba Success
Yeah.
Academy slide? So
Okay.
why should you choose CSA and what differentiates us is, let me tell you, because cubing you can learn it from anywhere. What we are bringing is what differentiates us is basically the value part, right? We are basically helping all the kids with all kinds of holistic aspects. It is not just Rubik's Cube. Okay, next cover. Collaboration with cubing experts worldwide, uh, like Aryan Chhabra. 5 C's model we are going to work with: coaching, courses, community competition, certification. Community of aspiring kids worldwide. Infotainment and unique content. Variety, options, menu. Okay. There are a lot of variety which you're going to get.
Yeah. So
So that is
and
all. Yeah, Kavya, you were saying something?
yeah, so the surprise for all the people who have stayed till the end, you can fill in the feedback form and you will get your surprise, which is the algorithms and assignments free ebook that you're going to be getting. So the feedback form link will be in the chat box. So this is the feedback form that you have to fill in, and you are going to be getting your free ebook after filling it in. So you're also going to be getting a message with the feedback form, and you can also fill it right now with the link in the chat box. Yeah, so, and if you have any
So
doubts or
that is all for today, I guess. I think, is anyone having any question over there? The window is there on the screen. If anybody wants to join, they can join and book their seat for the October to December session. Okay, so we are closing the window now, right? So let's wrap it up. Thank you very much for joining, everyone.
thank you all for joining. We hope you enjoyed and got to learn a lot of new things. So